How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. Bit of mystery beer time, courtesy of our boy Chuck from Illinois. Yeah. Let's dive into this sucker, see what she's got. If you don't actually know what mystery beers are, feel pretty bad for you, but you're about to find out. The quick scoop is people send me beers. I pour them, I drink them, and I talk about them. Kind of guess what's what, go from there. Chuck, like I said, is from Illinois, and he sent me off, so far, 2 boxes of crazy apeshit bonkers beerness. So hopefully this one is much delicious. Is that like Lilu Dallas multi-pass shit right there? Anyway, what do we have? It's got to be hazy. It's got to be a big hazy. It could be lactose. It could be whatever. But by how tight and compact that head is, it's slightly off, just south of khaki looking, and a super dense kind of creaminess to it. It definitely looks the part of a big old hazy double IPA. So that's what it has to be. Let's get a nose. I could be wrong here. It could be a dropout all bitterness one. And it definitely kind of gets to that sweet fruit component. But it's so devoid of bittering, and that sweet fruitiness comes off a little bit more kind of peach skinny, kind of fruit skinny, to the point where it ekes towards something with a little bit more of a kind of yeast phenolic outside of your Conan 3 kind of London thing going on. It has a bit more of a kind of Belgian vibe to it. Not necessarily a bubblegum, maybe just a little bit of soft kind of banana going on there. But I do get a decent amount of citrus in there, but it's really devoid of all bitterness, especially on the nose. Yeah, just fruity. Fruity, but in a way it's almost like, it might be some kind of like soft, fruited kind of Berliner sour thing that's just not coming off bittering in the nose. But by the look and the head on it, I kind of expected just a big old punch in the face hazy. I'm not really getting that here. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's dive in. Cheers. Well, it is one of those beers. It's a drop out all bitterness hazy with a decent amount of either under attenuation or a decent amount of residual sugar left over on purpose because it's sweet. It's very, very sweet. Yeah. It's really, that bitterness is eking through, but it's barely getting there. But you do have this huge sugar cane kind of sweetness to it. That's your kind of dextrose coming through. And then you have this really nice kind of citrus fruity component that is throughout the whole thing, but it ends up coming off way kind of sweet to where it's almost like, you know, pixie sticky kind of sweet. Not confectionery, but not hard candy. But she wants to be a double IPA. She wants to be one of those new school kind of drop it out bitterness, really creamy, fluffy kind of IPAs. But like I said, it's either just a ton of residual sugar on purpose, or that just kind of under attenuated kind of thing going on. But yeah, it's not, I wouldn't say it's horrible beer, but it's definitely a bit too sweet for my books. So let's see, what is it? I think it's a 7 and change, mid 7.4. Let's go for fun. Double IPA. They probably wanted to be a bit more towards 8 or 9, just didn't get there. Hence the copious amounts of residual sugar left over. Don't think there's much else to it. If you told me there was a little bit of lemon peel or some kind of like added citrus component to it, fine. But I think this is a core 4 beer with an aggressive amount of hopping that wanted to be a high double triple IPA that just ended up in the mid 7 as far as ABV goes. Done and done. Yeah, that's all I got. So let's see what Chuck brought to the table. Mystery beer reveal. My favorite kind of reveal. Ooh, what do we have here? Phase 3 brewing, I believe it's going to be. Have I had Phase 3 before? I don't know. I think a couple of people have mentioned it to me. This is Phase 3 Brew Company Protocol. Double IPA, Citra, Eldorado, and Galaxy. It's 8% alcohol by volume, so a little bit smaller than I thought it would be. Read open after. Okay, fair enough. Phase 3 Brewing Company, Protocol, Double IPA, Citra, Eldorado, and Galaxy. Handcrafted beer, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I'm good. You know, I said mid-7s, you know. It's definitely their kind of version of a under-attenuated kind of residual sugar beer. So let's see what the note has to offer. I like these little notes on here. Last person I did the notes was my buddy Joe from the Beer Patrol. If you don't know his YouTube channel, go check him out. Super nice dude, knows a ton about beer, so you probably learn more than I give you guys. But when he did these notes, I kind of half the time I didn't even know they were there, so I kind of just ignored them. Let's see. Phase 3 is a new brewer started by a former Moore Brewing head brewer, Sean Burns. This is their first beer. Wanted to hear a review without the hype. Cheers. So, yeah, I mean, I get where they're going with this beer. I get what they want to do with this beer. You know, it has that new school kind of hazy hop kind of aggressiveness to it. And the labeling's pretty cool. I dig it. Pretty simplistic, nothing too crazy to it. But it just is so sweet. There's just so much residual sugar in there. I doubt it's on purpose. My guess is they probably were shooting for something a little bit bigger, and the beer just didn't kind of come through all the way. But it's just way too sweet for me. And it's not a matter of it's a sweet beer. It's sweet because there's like literal sugar in the beer. You know, not overly bad. This comes off a bit too sweet. So let's talk about it in that sense. Is it one of the better double IPAs I've had as of late? No. On the outside looking in, just because of that sweetness, just goes way over the top for me. Value and availability, I have no idea. Maybe Chuck can chime in on that and let us know what's what and leave you with if you like what you like this beer. If you like big, sweet double IPAs. They're trying to drop out all bitters and bring you that beautiful, big, hefty, high ABV double IPA-ness. But it just comes off much, much sweeter than what I assume they were shooting for. So take that for what it's worth. If you like those sweeter kind of double IPAs, then this is going to do you proper. There you go. Another review in the books. Mystery beer, mind you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little Phase 3 beer. Mystery or otherwise. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.